People, well, this is what happens when you try and do a live feed in the middle of nowhere. We are in Anacoco, Louisiana. What's going on, Johnny? Much old love. Yes, sir. How everybody doing this evening? How the sound quality coming in? I'm in a terrible location, y'all. My reception is probably not too good. So we want to see what the what's going on, y'all. And a decision, 859. For real. I'm talking about, yeah, man. And a decision, bro. For real. Quarter and decision got it shine like new money, boy. Yes, sir. Good to have y'all back in here. I can't move around too much. Let me start walking. Let me go back around here by the truck before I lose y'all, because I am in the middle of nowhere, dropping off some of my most favorite cargo in trucking. Crane mats. Can't mess them up. Can't do nothing out of the way with them. No damage claim. Four straps on the front stack. Four straps on the back stack. And get out of there. Let me start walking. Like I said, man, my reception probably ain't the best. But I love these things, man. And I got them folk convinced that I need $5 a mile when I do it. So that's even better. I got them convinced. That's the only way I'm going to move them is that they pay me $5 a mile. So when they do pop up, I grab 'em. Welcome back to the Hotshot Haven. I hope everybody having a good evening, a good afternoon, and a good night so far. Yes, sir. We back. And y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. And everybody, yeah, man, it's a quick run, a little quick run. I picked it up a little late today and came on over here. And as y'all can see, let me let y'all see out the front window and turn the light on. I shall be the first person in line in the AM. That's one way to make sure everything go like it's supposed to go. All right, let's see. Get this thing situated. Everybody doing all right this evening? I hope so. Get this thing up here. I hope the day has been good for everybody. Everybody been being safe and productive. And like I say, as usual, how fast does my truck go? This one doesn't have a speed limit on it. I'm not gonna say how fast I've gone in it, but it goes Arizona speed limit. I'll say that. I'm gonna just leave it, kind of leave that at that. It'll do the speed limit all day in Arizona and New Mexico and everywhere on the West Coast. So you know one thing is at least an 80-mile-an-hour truck. So that by far as I'm gonna go with how fast it goes. But yes, it moves. Uh Cushion, that's not so much. Boy, 859. Boy, I'm telling you, man, 859, you been kind of deep off up in the videos, ain't it, man? You been sliding down in there, boy. You been PBK. I see you. I see you. I see you. Well, we back again. Hey, I'm gonna give people a chance to get their notifications. I'm gonna get myself slightly comfortable. Put a little fire on the black. Hey, hear what it is. And we finna talk about some hot shot trucking and things to consider when it's time to expand, and whether that be because of customer base demand might make you expand, uh, having a initial setup that you kind of grow out of that might have you to expand, like say, let's see what else might make you expand or add trucks. Somebody keep asking you after you've been running 3, 4, 5 months, Man, leaves me on, 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 leaves me on. I pay for everything, leaves me on. I don't care what it takes, just leaves me on. That might make you expand, you know. And I came tonight in this video, and if you're new to the videos, don't forget to like, comment, feel free to subscribe. Uh this is one of them channels where we just gonna kind of tell it like it is and go on about our business. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna tell it like it is again tonight and going on to the next video, and hope and pray that some people get enlightened about some things that actually make money. Because at the end of the day, I thought that was the objective of me staying away from my house for the extended period of time, especially with non-CDL Hotshot when I was doing that. For me to be gone for a week, I need to be out here trying to make some money. But that's not what we're talking about tonight. We're going to talk about expanding, growing your company. Um, we're really going to be talking more so along the lines of asset based. But this also applies to the people that lease trucks and do enterprise and stuff like that. I don't want to leave y'all out because all of this stuff that I'm gonna say applies to anybody that starts out in high shot trucking, one man team, got their own authority, or one woman team got their own authority, and they've been running for a while. So this video is geared toward the person that has been out. They may be past their 90 days. They may not be past their 90 days, because one thing about progression, and you'll notice this about life, you know, no one really jumps aboard until they see the truck already moving. All the people that you'll come around, and myself, I know other people have experienced this, all the people that are around you, when you have this idea to start this, when you start to spend the money to start this, when you pop up with the equipment to start this, when you get to running loads and they see you pulling in on a Friday with something still on the trailer so you can drop off on a Monday, when all of that takes place, then you'll see a lot of people that you told about what you were trying to do in the beginning, and they didn't want to really have any part in it because they didn't want to put up any money, or they just couldn't see your vision. All of a sudden, come out the woodwork and be like, "Me too." I'm here to tell you it's a me too my ass moment. That's what that is. That's a me too my ass moment. Let me break that down to you, because I know before I started this, I contemplated the move for about 14 months before I stopped working on Mercedes for myself as a business. Personally, I evaluated everything it took to do this, and even some stuff I didn't even know it took to do this, and tried to figure out the best way I could how to attack this industry, or attack my goal, which was to get into trucking without having a CDL, and get my foot in the door and build upon it. So that was my biggest thing. And even if you have a CDL, like I say, non-CDL, one of the things that's gonna be very, very, very tempting inside of your first year is to expand. Is to expand. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, you may have a few reasons to expand. You might have a customer or group of customers that needs more capacity. They just need more trucks. And through you running a certain amount of loads for these people, and you can't be everywhere at once, you see room to grow your business because the customer demand. That's pretty much how I grew my business, as customer demand, and I couldn't be two, three, four people. Now I need two, three, or four people. So with that being said, you could grow like that. I also spoke upon the fact that it's a Me Too movement with a whole lot of this stuff. After you done sign your name on your truck and you done put down all these down payments, you done got all the insurance started. You gonna see so many people come out the woodwork and holler Me Too. How I get into it? I was trying to tell you that 5 months ago when I was trying to come up with the money and I asked you for $500 just to hold me over, and you come out here and get in the game with me. I ain't want nothing but $500,000, $2,000, 3,000. Make an investment. You ain't see it. So get what? The Me Too movement stopped right there when you didn't see it. Ain't no Me Too. It's just me. 'Cause I just signed my name on enough stuff to have bought a house. So you can Me Too your ass back to the house. That's what you can do. Me Too your ass right on back where you were before you seen me doing what I was doing. You feel me? That's one way you might end up expanding. The pressure of people around you, whether they be friends, family, people you know, complete strangers, to just jump on the bandwagon and help you get some money. It sound good, and it's gonna be like I'm two people at once. I'm gonna make more money. I'm gonna do all that stuff right here. But the video that I'm bringing y'all tonight is about some things to consider for the owner operator that has his number and has been running for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, 10 months, 11, 12 months, you know. Um, it's one very, very important number one thing I want to tell everybody about coming out with your authority, coming out, run a high shot, non CDL high shot in your first 12 months. In your first 12 months, you will be subjected to a new entrant audit. A new entrant audit is just what it sounds like. It's an audit of your logbooks, your fuel receipts if you have CDL and do IFTA, your bill of ladings, which should coincide with your logbooks. Everything you say you dropped, you were there at this time with this place in this city, and you dropped it, and all of that coincides for a 30-day period of time. They'll want to have that, and um, your safety score plays heavily on not so much the severity of this audit, because it's not an audit to get you, really. It's an audit to just see if you're compliant and if you know what you should be doing. And if you don't, they'll give you corrective actions. They're not going to just shut you down right then on the first one, but they will give you corrective actions before they take to the next step. And the next step, and after you have your safety audit, you will find out if you passed or failed. Okay. Well, Jonathan, what does a pass or fail mean? Does it mean they turn my authority off? Well, no. Like I said, they'll give you some corrective actions to do, and then they will audit you again and see if you have become compliant with what they asked you to do. But what they will also do is deny you the right to be a permanent entity in the FMCSA. So let's recap. In the first 12 months of your new authority, you're going to get a new interest safety audit. Well, Jonathan, that new interest safety audit, like you said, is here to make sure we're all in compliance, that we're being safe, that we understand the logbook, we understand what we should be doing, and that we are compliant. Okay, okay. Well, Jonathan, you didn't tell us when that's gonna occur. You just said 12 months. That's a long time. Well, just to be honest with you, you really don't have to worry about it in your first 5 months. Most of the time, I'll say that 90% of the time, your first 5 to 6 months, 7 months, you will not have to worry about it, because the way the system is designed, it gives you time to build up your learning curve. So they know if they came and asked you for your logbooks and your BOLs from the very first month that you were in business, there will probably be a lot of discrepancies because you were learning some things, you figured out some stuff. They giving you sort of a grace period to get your stuff together and make sure that you're good. So they're not gonna really hit you in the first 2, 3, 4 months because they know the average person is out here figuring it out. Couple stumbles and bumbles maybe, but you not too severe. Because this goes to the next thing I want to talk about that new interest safety audit is that you can do several things to make that 10 to 12 months, 9 to 12 months that you're waiting to get that letter in the mail to tell you that they're going to do an audit, you can make that time come quicker. My great grandmama used to say, everybody got a time. She was talking about dying, you know, but you can rush your time. That what she used to tell me, cause some stuff I used to be doing. She was like, and she, like, I ain't putting in my business. She ain't know what's going on, but at the same time, she got an intuition. Like, baby, you can rush your time. You know what I'm saying? You can actually rush your time. It ain't always everybody that die time to die. They did some stuff that went into a series of events that rushed their time, and you can do some things to really rush your time on that audit. Well, I mean, like say it's audit, everybody got to do it. What you mean? The computer gonna spit it out when it spit it out. It ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. See, all this stuff is completely automated. What's going on, J Dub? All this stuff is completely automated up until the point where it's a human interaction. So all the way from the first day you start out and you get to driving and you start having, you know, way station events, some good, some bad, and you pull in the weigh station, you perhaps get a bad inspection your first month, and you go a whole month, you get another bad inspection, you get a couple good ones, you get another bad one. And a lot of people don't know that that safety score is based on a percentage. So, hey, what's up, Tanner? Oh man, you got that second page. But yeah, this stuff is based on a percentage. So as of day one, you're at zero. So if you came out and got one good inspection, you would be at 100 good. Or if you came out and got one inspection, you would be at 100 bad. So with this not being based up on a count and it being based up on a percentage, if you came outside and you had one bad inspection day one, you're 100% bad and you're 80% over the threshold, just about 80% over the threshold of what they want you to have. So now to counteract that one bad inspection, now you need four good inspections to get you down to 20% bad. So like I say, you can speed your time up because if you keep having these events, it's not about how many events it was, it's about the percentage. So if you just had two inspections and both of them were bad, you're 100% bad at that time. And like I say, as you continue to have incidents in that first year, it throws markers and red flags in the system. So the system just spits you out a letter, sends it to your house, and tells you in 7 months that hey, we need new interest safety audit. We need 30 days worth of your log books, your BOLs, your fuel, and a few other things, all your company records, your driver records, and all that type of stuff. We need that, and you got 5 days to give it to us, or it's gonna be a problem. So with that being said, just to give you the premise of how a safety score works and what the deal is with it, and the fact that you have to really be on your P's and Q's for the first basically 12 months to prove that you're worthy enough to be a permanent fixture in the FLCSA. A lot of people be like, man, I went and got my authority. Pass your first year, man. That's what you do. Get past your first year and you come back and I had my authority for a year. You went through 4 seasons. You seen the best and the worst of that year. You went through your safety audit. You're permanent now. See, like for that first year until they say you passed that safety audit, you're a temporary employee. But ain't nothing temporary about these bills. So what that mean? You got to come out here and kind of keep your nose clean. So that eases us over into, oh man, I've been driving about 4 months. I'm paying my 90 days. Everybody's pretty much saying, yeah, I got a gang of carrier packets out there. You know, I got some customers in line in my area. I done did me some fancy footwork in my area, knocked on a few doors and built up my clientele. I'm trucking like I'm trapping. I'm moving like the Hotshot Haven. Shit, it's time to get a whole nother truck and crank it up like that. My homeboy said he had five of them. He can move five of them. I'm finna go get me one. Okay, okay. Well, what I want you to understand is at the 3 to 4 month mark and going to get another truck to put a driver in or adding an owner operator to your authority at that point in time. Really, in all honesty and good faith, not only have you not done your 10,000 hours or been in the game long enough to understand what it takes to manage that person plus yourself, but on top of that, your safety score does not have enough cushion. Oh, that what man, hold on, that's that word, that cushion. Oh, you need cushion sometime. Because they one of them things where you can have a whole lot of stuff right, but one wrong thing, a turn it inspection all the way around. So so wait a minute. What can I do, Jonathan, you might ask, to create a cushion for my safety score? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I am so incredibly glad you asked. This is what you do. You come out your first 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Make sure you in full compliance and run as many miles for as much money as you can. Because there are two things that gonna happen if you run as many miles for as much money as you can and you really on the grind all the time. You're gonna get inspected quite a lot. The only anomaly I know is all mild matter. That boy went 2 years without one single inspection. Two. I think they gave him one on his birthday last year. Happy birthday, and it was a good one. And as for the company that he is with and is associated with, their record is stellar because of stuff like that. Because they don't bother them guys because they already know ain't nothing to find. Ain't nothing to find. But what the problem comes into effect of being is, let's just say you've been running 7 months, and in 7 months you've been by yourself. Yeah, make your name super solid. Okay, now you've been running like 7 months. Just per se, you got 10 inspections by yourself. Every single one of them was good. 10. You got 10. Well, like I said, the threshold where the FLCSA and the people in the weigh station, when they run your number, start to kind of look at you when you pull it through, it's about 20, 24%, somewhere around there, 20%, somewhere like that. So for every 5 inspections, you can only have one bad one. And that's basically what's going on. For every five, they don't need to catch you out here bad, but one time out of five, and you right at the limit. So if you had 10 inspections, you 100% good, and you hired a guy. Now, you and that driver will be sharing that 100% good inspection rating because he's on your number. It's by the number. It's not really by the driver. It's by the DOT number, the MC number on the side of that truck that whole score is compiled. So if you ever thought that if you added a driver and all the stuff he did would be on his license and it'll wreck his insurance and possibility for him to get some insurance, just know it's gonna tear your company up too. It's gonna rip your shit apart. So, okay, now you got two people sharing 10 good inspections. Well, let's just say that you come out one day and they find some old miscellaneous stuff on you. It was really nothing, but they wrote it. You got one. And then he goes out 2, 3 days later. His breakaway cable ain't quite attached to where it's supposed to be. It's on the chain. He forgot. Little slip, just a little slip, nothing. They told him to hang it back on there, but they told him we're gonna write you this violation too. So get what? In a matter of 2 days, you got two bad inspections on the number, and now your 100% just went to 80, and now you at 20% bad, and you can't afford to do nothing but get a bunch of good inspections to make up for that because you're right on the threshold of doing something that a lot of people don't know are happening. And I did experience it a couple times because I had owner operators that were not as meticulous as they needed to be, and they call that a safety investigation. See, it's hard to expand a company and make money when you're on a safety investigation because, first of all, in order to be under safety investigation, not only was your score low, but it stayed low for a long time because this stuff takes about 2 years to fall off your MC number. You can't just avoid the scale just because you got a bad score and hope nothing happens. That bad score, if it's not corrected in a certain amount of time, that's going to trigger the system to send you another letter in the mail. And that letter in the mail says this ain't a new entry audit. This is a safety investigation. And the stuff we asking you for, if you ain't got it, we'll be to your house to shut all this down next week. You need to send in every PDF we want. And if you don't have it, we'll be coming through by your house next week. Federal government be coming to your house. And the only reason they didn't come to my house on one of those safety investigations is because of COVID. They just stopped coming to people's houses, and I had to send all the stuff in PDF. I made a video about it. I told y'all this stuff way more serious than you believe. And then we have a flip side to that coin about your safety score. When you're dealing with adding people on, you need a pretty good cushion because once your safety rating drops below a certain percentage, now the brokers and the shippers start to look at you sideways because you're not safe. We know the only way your safety score goes down is because you have been getting violations, which possibly could be out of services. And get what? When you get put out of service with somebody else's product on there, more than likely it's not gonna arrive on time. So there goes the faith in your company right there. So guess what they do? They blacklist you for a little while. You might have two or three or four companies that will not touch you. And a lot of times you don't know, like I know, that a lot of brokerages, it ain't just their name that's on there. That brokerage comes under an umbrella of maybe 8 to 10 companies. Now you poison to 8 to 10 companies. So it's kind of hard to get the money in. It's kind of hard to keep the money coming in with that clientele that you built up that made you want to expand if they won't touch you with a 10-foot pole because you can't get the load there in their eyes. Now you could get everything there and all that stuff happens and you still get the load there on time, but when they look at the safety score, they just make a blanket assumption. He ain't handling his business. Not as a company, it's safety. Hey man. And if it's a safety violation, thing like that, what does his insurance look like? So 3, 4 months in, 5 months in, everything been going real good. You done made good money. You see the overlap, you see the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially if you start out non-CDL like I did to get your CDL and go on up to some bigger and better stuff or do something like that and you don't need this per se a piece of equipment anymore and you feel like you probably should just stick somebody in it, they gonna make money, man. That my cousin, man. I know he gonna make money. He a hustler. He really good. But get what? Now you run into another thing that I personally don't have to deal with because I ain't structured my company like that. But most people will. 85% of people that watching this, you get a company, you probably will structure your company such as what I'm finna say now. I don't believe in it. I really don't. I experienced a little bit of it, and I got pilots that do it and everything. I watch mega carriers do it every day. I just don't believe in it. And that's employees. You're gonna have to get trucks, put drivers in it, and expand like that. I don't believe in that shit. Sure don't. Not in a hot shot. I really don't. Because it's so hard to find people that take that little bitty pickup truck as seriously as they should. It's so many people that watch YouTube and still watch assholes over the years thinking it's certain stuff you can do and get away with just because you don't have a CDL when really the game is completely the same. It's certain people that don't understand that that load, just because it's small and it's one pallet, is just as important as the truckload that is following. And you got to call and wake people up in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. Bruh, you up, you moving, you driving. Get what? See, how I rock, same way I was in the street. Everybody make their own way. I might give you the opportunity to do something, but I ain't finna give you nothing. Give you nothing. So it's to the point where, with that being said, if I ain't gonna give you nothing, what that lead me to do? Keep my money for them trucks, have me some owner operator that in charge of their own fate. All I need to do is be able to keep them loaded and get what they do. They treat their trucks better than they'll treat my truck. Oh, wait a minute. They treat their truck better than they'll treat my truck? Hmm. They get less violations in their truck because they want their stuff to be right and nice, you know what I'm saying, than they would in my truck. They actually get up sometimes and pre-trip the truck in the morning. Oh, what a concept. Sometimes they actually get up and do a pre-trip on the truck because they just signed their name to 65,000. Because I ain't never hiring. I hand pick. If you want to holler at me or whatever like that, I ain't saying on the video if y'all want to holler at me, but I'm just saying a person want to holler at me or something like that, and they get the green light and they money right and all that shit add up and they do what they supposed to, let go. But at the same time, well, be like, I'm creating employment and I'm helping my community. I'm helping my community help themselves. Cause y'all ain't gonna fuck my life up, make my safety score up, and do all this without no ramification, no skin in the game, no none of that. I'm a guy that don't like to tell other grown folk what to do. Cause I don't like other grown folk telling me what to do. So get what? I ain't got to tell my owner operator to get up in the morning and go find a load or do you want a load and you get you no the expenses that's involved with actually owning stuff will make you get up and go to work and will actually make you try and get the most money you can for your time and your equipment that you just signed for. Epiphany. Now, other people have went on, added driver, been successful. Their stuff works sometimes. Then you got clown that show you that, which leads us to the next point: solid leadership. Solid leadership. If you're gonna hire somebody to drive your truck and they may have driven a truck in the past, they may be experienced. Yeah, they might be. They might have even been driving longer than you have. hmm They might. They might have been driving less time than you have. But you hire somebody, you put them in the truck. You had your business about 4 to 5 months. Let's just say you find somebody that you got 100% faith in because they've been doing it 2, 3 years. They actually drove a hot shot. CDL, non CDL, how whatever capacity, they were good and they really good at the job. Get what? I want you to think about what I just said. You had your own authority, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. That person been in hot shot trucking, trucking in general, about 3, 4, 5 years, 2, 3 years. You're gonna have to be a knowledgeable person. I'm talking about when they call and ask questions about certain things, which he may never do because he probably knows more about what's going on out here than you because he's been out here on the road longer than you have. But when people call that you supposed to be working with and all that, asking questions about stuff and having concerns about stuff, you ought to have the answer to it right then. Based upon the experience, you should know what happens next. If somebody call you and ask you what happens next after this, they did this, 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 and this. What should I do? Let me call you back. I'm gonna check my partner, man. I'm gonna call you back. Now these folks need an answer right then. So get what? Due to a lack of experience and ready to put on the boss man pants, you skip so many steps that you lose credibility, which makes you lose control. I got a partner. I would never call his name, but I got a partner. He do hot shots. He been in it a few years. He don't get it. Instead of hiring people, bro probably had 5 trucks in 3 years, and it might be 2 of them running right now that still actually work because you hire, you just keep hiring, you just and keep trying the same thing over. You just keep hiring, and people don't take it serious. And my truck broke down, and they ain't checking it, and they been out 2 weeks, and I sent them the money for the oil change, and they put it in their pocket, didn't even check the oil, top it off or nothing. And 2 3 weeks later, I got a rod knock. Got a Ford out here with a rod knock, need a whole engine. Over and over. He just jackknifed the trailer into the side of the bed of the truck. And he tell me somebody hit him in the in the truck stop when they clearly got black paint on the side of the truck and the same color paint on the side of your own trailer. And it lines up perfectly, but he call and tell you somebody hit him in the truck stop. Ain't know who, where, when, or where, or how. And you don't, hey, pull up at your house next week, your tailgate missing. He snatched it out while he was unhooking the trailer on the weekend to go holler at one of his hoes in one of these odd ass towns you'd have sent him to. He unhooked the truck and forgot to drop the tailgate. Oops, my bad. Or better yet, he just straight up drive your truck with a load on it to Memphis and get frustrated or whatever be the problem and tell you just like this. Bitch, come get your truck. Bitch, come find your truck. Motherfucker, find the truck after you done paid them on Friday. That shit I don't go through. Cause my temper ain't really set up for that type of plan. And I don't really have people that I don't know because I need to know where you stay. Because when some shit like that go down, I'm coming to your house. So the way I chose to expand my company might be a little bit different than a lot of other people chose to expand their company. But you might want to take that into a little consideration and be like me sometime and get you some rest at night. Instead of up looking at the Verizon, looking at the Keep Truckin, hoping to God these folks doing what they supposed to do. You wake up the next morning, your truck ain't moved for 4 hours. His time been back for 4 hours, and he ain't got but 4 hours to get where he going. Now you got to call and convince a grown ass man to get up and wash his ass and get up and do something for some money that he looking to get Friday. I ain't got time for that shit. 'Cause I know me. I know me. I come out here and just me by myself, maximize this stuff. See, a lot of people want to grow so fast, but you ain't understanding that can't nobody hustle this shit like you. Just like I've been telling y'all from the beginning, can't nobody hustle this stuff like you. You gotta learn how to maximize this stuff before you talking about I want to just roll into this or roll into that. I'm gonna expand it. My homeboy said he got something on a new truck with me if I sign all that there, right there, right there. Yeah, what? It's so much peripheral stuff around that and that goes into that, that it'll be a whole lot of days you'll wish you had let that son of a gun stay where he was. Wish you hadn't never seen him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'd had plenty of owner operators. Some were awesome in their own way. Like you might have a guy that is an employee and he's awesome in his own way. Like this dude, you can't beat him getting their load on time. He's always at the pickup when he supposed to be. He like me. He sleeping at the drop off, so can't nobody even act like they in front of him in the morning. He already there. He already there. But get what? He drive a little too fast. When the police pull him over, he don't really got good etiquette. He talked to him. I heard him on speakerphone. He talked to them folks a little more reckless. Like, because this ain't his company or something, he think he talk to him crazy and it's gonna be all right. No, they're gonna write you a bunch of violations and show you that you can't talk to them folk any kind of way. And they gonna do you. But that ain't on him. That's on the man that said, man, I'm gonna expand their company. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4 months in, not really knowing. So back to the whole, he been in the game 2, 3 years. He done drove for a few companies, may have some semi experience, some high shot experience and stuff like that. Don't you know when you call and tell him stuff to do and he feel like you haven't had enough experience to tell him a damn thing about their job? You'll come to find out that you'll tell your trucker to go left and he'll go right because he think it's a better way. Even though you might be looking at the map and looking at the weather, don't go that way and everything. I go that way every time. I'm finna make this right. I ain't standing there, dude. That man don't know what he talking about, man. Man been out here 2, 3 months and drove 15,000 miles in their whole life and trying to tell me how to get to Colorado. I'm going this way. And get what you could do from 17 states over. Look at the map and be like, where he going? That's all you can do. Call him and be like, bro, where you going? I'm going up the way I've been going. Leave me alone. You want me to drop the load off or not? Oh, talk. He ain't talk crazy. He talk just a little bit. Just a little bit. He ain't understanding you got him riding around in $100,000 worth of equipment with $1 million worth of insurance on it and $100,000 worth of cargo on the back. At that moment, he ain't got his ass on you, your truck, what you talking about in there. He just trying to get outside of that mountain. Cause he out there in the cold and you ain't gonna be able to tell him nothing. He ain't did shit yet. You ain't never had them experience. You try to tell him to stop at Amarillo and get some change, pick up some change before he go up there to Colorado or Utah in your truck. But why ain't no chains on the truck? 'Cause you ain't never did it. You ain't never been up there in the cold. You ain't never had to chain or tie, unchain or tie. And then when he get up there, you want to tell him how to do his job. That man gonna shit on you every time. Gonna press ignore, 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 ignore. And you'll hear from him tomorrow when he dropped the load off and he texts you back a picture of the POD and asks you where the next load is. And you stop calling that phone worrying the shit out of him like you TQL or somebody. Call 1,800 times a day. Mm. I want 2, 3, 4, 5 truck like Hotshot Haven. Well, you might perhaps want to mix and match that with some owner operators and some employees. So you have some folk that motivated because ain't nobody motivated like the person that spent their money. Ain't nobody motivated like somebody that signed their credit on a heap of money. Nobody motivated like these people. That's why I love owner operators. Cause get what? Them folk go to work when they get ready, and get what? They know when it's time to go to work. They know. And get what? They want to take some time out. They know what it take to do and make it happen for to take X number of time off. It's insurance paid. Da 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 da. Ain't no question to be asked. You take your time off. I don't care. But on the employer side, ain't no days off. If somebody pull in, they supposed to be running a load and they run up and don't show up today and that load still got to move. If the ball man sitting up in the office, get what he got to do more time. Go get out there and run that load or call and make a phone call that you really don't want to have to make. And say, I ain't coming, you know? But like I said, just a little bit. This ain't everything that you be looking at, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, it's the urge to win and the expectation to win. See, there's a lot of people come out here, and like I told y'all the other day, they trying to figure out how they can please these people and how they can make their endeavor look as good, which they should, as they can, as profitable as they can, and as nice and big and grandiose as they can. That's cool. But the bigger concern is to take some money home. Ain't about what you make, about what you take home. So the main concern is to maintain control and maintain a profit. So like I said in the other video, fuck they. I've been looking for they. Be like, man, they say he been out here for a while, They say I've been watching his channel for a while, and he ain't really, they say this and that going on, man. I'm just like this. I don't care who you is, fuck what they say. And I would encourage you to help me look for they, because I've been looking for they about 27, 28 years, really about 30. I've been looking for they. Ain't found out who they funk ass is yet. You know what I'm saying? Still looking for them. They, them, all that there. Still trying to figure out who the hell they is and why everybody trying to please 'em. You got to work within your boundaries. And a lot of times we don't know our boundary because this is a new endeavor. We've never done this before. It seems right. The money coming in, I make X number amount of dollars gross a month. I can support 2 trucks. I can move the way I want to move. I can have 3 trucks. The customer said they gonna load it and everything like that. But you got to have a safety score to get some money. And you got to keep a safety score pretty good to keep some money coming in. It don't matter how many trucks you got if the broker say we ain't gonna load you, and the only broker that will load you pay garbage because they deal with anybody. They don't give a damn who put it on their truck. They don't care. It ain't their insurance and their integrity really ain't one of them things they worried about. They want money. So, sometimes you end up dealing with some less than reputable people or some people that really do some scummy loads, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that your safety score is not good enough to keep moving. And like I said, based on the percentage, you get one bad inspection and you don't have anything else to go behind it, you need 4 more inspections to correct that. To rectify that, you need 4 more just to put you right at the borderline of being decent. And they still gonna be looking at you when they run that number at the weigh station. And look at that thing and all that red stuff on there, and the percentage sitting up there. That's orange on the page. See, they make a lot of different colors on the page just so they ain't even got to read nothing. They see red, they push the button, bring him in, bring him in. They will put you in the poorhouse. They ain't no man. They ain't gonna never pay your bill. Yes, sir. And trying to plead, they will have you in the poorhouse. I am with you on that victory lap. And I will say this. The best way to become broke as a motherfucker is to invest in people that do not have the same goals or the same drive, I'll say, as you. It ain't nothing wrong with helping somebody. But I know, like I said, I got a partner. He bought truck after truck after truck after truck. He ain't had a truck yet make it to 150,000 miles yet. Not without some major catastrophic damage, some major motor work, major mechanic work, major body work, major all type of work, to the point where you can't make no money. Can't make no money. Tell them boy, you move around 5 different doggone alias on here. I'm just playing, so yep, you gotta slow down and speed up, and that's the moral of the story. And that's what I came here to really iterate with some people. It don't matter if you're non-CDL hotshot, CDL hotshot, semi. It don't matter RG. I don't care what you pull. If you come out here with a brand new authority and you can't get you 10, 15 good inspections in a row before you start to add in the anomalies and all the what ifs and all that, you really don't give yourself a cushion or leg to stand on when things start going bad. Because I'm just be honest with y'all, man, in this trucking thing, especially when you're dealing with multiple people, man, I done had multiple trucks on the side of the road at the same time getting the inspection, and both of them were bad. I was like, Lord Jesus, oh my God! Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'd have had guys get pulled over and get 9 violations. Boy, if y'all want to go on FMCSA, I think some of that stuff done fell off because that was like 2019, it's 2022 now. Some of that stuff done fell off. But if you just were curious, you just wanted to do it and look it up, and you see the number on the side of that truck, and you go look it up, you'll go back and see when somebody was in Arizona, got like 9 violations and wasn't none of them mechanical. Not one of them had to do with the truck. Not a single one of them. It got to do with this. This right here. This right here get you killed. This right here get you in the world trouble. This right here had you broke. This right here put you out in the street without nowhere to stay. This right here. That little pink motherfucker there. When it come to these DOT officers, a lot of people got to understand. These folks ain't the regular police. These folks ain't even really highway patrolmen when they come to you. That's the Department of Public Safety. A lot of people want to sit out here and holler about, man, why he pulled me over? He want to write all these violations and all that, because he's the Department of Public Safety. That's why if you strike out running from him for some reason in Mississippi, he's gonna drive across that line and follow your ass right on into Louisiana, even though that's a Mississippi Highway Patrolman. Because get what? If he even messes with a truck, he's a certified DOT inspector. That means he fall under the category of the FMCSA, which means the first letter in the word FMCSA is fucking federal. That means them lines across them states don't matter. That shit don't matter. And these folks ain't got to have no proper call. The moment you get in a commercial vehicle, and let me clarify this for y'all smart motherfuckers. A commercial vehicle is any vehicle, grow vehicle weighted for 10,001 pound or more. That's why I told you to go buy 2,500. So it ain't no commercial vehicle. Whenever you ain't hooked up to a trailer, you do what you want to do with it legally. Like if they wanted to be an asshole, ain't nothing they could do to you about it. Nothing. Because it's no longer a commercial vehicle at 20 at 10,001 in that door. So when you have a person that have put their all in something, which I pretty much think if you start your own authority and you got all your ducks in a row, you spent the money, you got your credit out there, you bought a truck, trailer, all that stuff, and you putting everything you got into this. I tell folks, for the first year, unless you really know something, for the first year, this need to be your baby. You don't need to trust your baby to know any and everybody. I don't care if they family sometimes. If you feel what I'm saying. It's just like a metaphor for life. You can't leave your kids around every damn body. I don't care if they even your folks. There's plenty of uncles and granddaddies and all that touched a whole lot of folk. And they ain't had no being touching them. And get what? They were they folks. Just like I said, everybody being around you don't mean you no good. Sometimes this a solo race. At least for the first few laps. Because one thing about it, you gotta get your experience up under your belt. So when you call these folk and they call you and they on the road and they sitting between Flagstaff and Scottsdale, Arizona. And get what? They want to know what's going on this way, that way, or the other way, where the fuel at. I'm looking a little skug on there where I can go sleep at. Or, you got another load that's coming out of there. Should I bounce there first? Which would be the better ride for me? Should I go up Beeline Highway? Hell no, don't go up Beeline Highway. And that's a tip right there. If you out there in New Mexico, Arizona area, you see a sign say Beeline Highway, and you in a hot shot, especially if you don't have an auxiliary tank, do not take that route. It's gonna be one gas station when you get on that road. It's say Exxon Mobil. You better get every drop of gas you ever could have got in your life. Cause you finna be without a cell reception by 3 hours. And you finna go up a mountain, even in the summertime, your elevation change will be so great that it will be snow on the side of the ground in July. And your cell phone won't work for 3 hours. That's a tip for somebody. Hmm. Wonder how I know that. Hmm. That's the highway that made me go buy a CB for my 5.9 2006 diagram. Yeah, made me go buy a CB after that. After that, I was like, oh man, if anything had a happy civilization was nowhere around and them animals was up there frolicking. They were frolicking. Yeah, it real. And like I said, I done been through a lot of stuff, a lot of videos. I really ain't gonna make about this hot shot stuff. Maybe a year later, I might talk about some of the stuff that didn't happen on this number that you ain't heard. But like I said, I'm speaking from some serious experience. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't be like put folks out there about different mistakes that they done made and different stuff, cause we still cool and I never call no names. But then at the same time, if you watch the channel long enough, you know through the progression of time just about almost who was working here. Cause I introduced y'all to 75% of them. Like y'all ain't never met one. You ain't gonna meet one. Like I say. But like I say, it one of them things where I don't make the video because like I said, it ain't nothing really to talk about. But I use examples such as it did. You know what I'm saying? Well, I tell you, man, it's some stuff you can't even believe that people would do in your equipment, on your number, on your insurance that they'll never do on theirs if they was doing anything on their own. They wouldn't be out there in that truck not paying attention, laid back doing 80 miles an hour with that load coming through. They wouldn't do that in their truck because they be worried about burning their motor up and using too much fuel and all the stuff you have to think about as an owner operator that a person just coming out the street that said, "Man, bro, I got you. I'm tell you, know, I'm a ride. I'm a ride. I'm a ride." And you sit there and work with him for 3, 4 days with the ELD. As soon as he get out there, he unplug it and run for 3 days and get caught. Talk about that shit. Talk about that. With the best load you ever had on the trailer at the time, that has to be there for a crane appointment. And he's 7 hours away. He just got put out of service for 10 hours. And get what? They stop accepting in 8 hours. He ain't gonna make it. Never will. Somebody gonna be paying for a crane to sit overnight. Do you know how many hours overnight is? You know how many hours they gonna charge you for that crane to sit overnight? Or how much they gonna charge you to crank it back up in the morning and bring it all the way back out there just to unload you? Just unload your guy. hmm And then you call and tell him by himself, he want to get mad, ask you for his money because it's Friday. Say he finna go pick up the load. And everything you know, your truck ain't moved in 2 hours. You call him, he ain't answering the phone. Next time you riding around the town, you see him walking down the street because he took a bus home with your money. Left your truck in Arizona. There ain't nobody left no truck of mine in Arizona, but get what? That shit could happen. It wherever it go down. Shoot, I was dispatching the truck one time, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was crazy because I dispatched the truck. He probably going over there to Arizona. He go to Arizona. Me, the owner of the company that I was dispatching for, and the other driver, nobody didn't know that this dude way from Mississippi had baby mama way in Arizona. So he like 10 minutes from the drop. And stop and park for the night. He 10 minutes from the drop. Bruh, unhooked the ELD, unhooked the trailer, didn't lock the trailer up. They ain't even had no gooseneck lock. Didn't lock the trailer up, drove 3 hours on them folk diesel, which would be your diesel, to his baby mama house, went and blowed her back out. He must have blowed it out real good because he fell asleep. Woke up the next morning, down to 10 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours away from the trailer, and trailer 10 minutes from the load. It take you 3 hours and 10 minutes. Go get the trailer, take it, drop the load off, hour or two. Now you got to go pick up the load that was already booked, and you don't make it there in time because you ain't start your day to damn near 1:30 in the afternoon. Bullshit. I just want to know how you gonna accept it. All I know is you need to have some money and some patience and have a lot of time under your belt and a whole lot of safety inspection, a whole lot of good shit that you could do beside go kill the driver. Cause you can't kill the driver. You can't do nothing but file. You can't really charge them. You can charge them, but who pay them? Who money you getting back? Yo, don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about being grown and actually being a boss. Yeah, we're gonna talk a lot about this in the next few video because I see there are a whole lot of folk got that word misconstrued. Sure live. What's a good Mr. Piano Man? There anything you not good at? Much respect. I will drive for tacos. I am over here sitting in the woods right now, Rat Man, for some tacos, baby. They got these tacos out here in the woods tonight, baby. I'm out here. I think it's some walking around out there. I do not want to know, but I think he got tacos, and I'm gonna check on them when some daylight come out. But I got that iron. Y'all know I got it. Ain't man. Hold on. Nah, this ain't that kind of channel. Let me go. Let me stop. Let me stop. I had this over there pretty ass too. I got that old discontinued pretty ass. That old motherfucker, boy. That thing like glad, boy. Trigger like a toothpick. Hey, Rad Man, where you at in the world, man? I seen you. I seen you on Instagram with them pipes, man. I love them pipes. What yeah, no homo. I love them pipes though, but where you at, bro? Cause you stay moving, boy. You be around Texas, but you be moving. Shit. What's up, Mike White? Little shout outs up here one time. Let's go see me. Not the baby mama excuse. No, it was real life. No. It wasn't an excuse. It was like, dude, try and put his family back together or something. No, it wasn't no excuse. He rolled off and it was real life, baby mama. I couldn't believe. Green River, Utah's headed to Salt Lake. Man, safe travel, bro. Safe travel for real, cause you know that little area right there pay some good money this time of year, cause a whole lot of time they think it's way worse than what it is, and for the most part it been kind of clear up there. So safe travel to you at high rates, man. Get them big old rates. And don't pour none of that lumber down. They trying to get everybody to pour $1.80. Boy, ooh, I come up out of there way different than that. I'm not putting that heavy 48,000 pound stuff on my back and walking down the same mountain they gave that dude 110 years for fucking up on for no $1.80 a mile. Run tell everybody that shit. I would not refuse. And I know you ain't going either, man. Uh do I got an IG? Yup, it's Hotshot Haven. I haven't be a lot of pictures on there, man. I be putting up quite a few pictures, man. I'm just getting a little bit more on that social media, a little bit more on the channel and all that old type of stuff, man. Cause I see it's a real reason why I made this channel because there's a whole lot of people that really want to know and really don't want to have to lose 20, 30, 40, $50,000 weed through the dumb shit and the webinars and the craziness and the people lying to you. Folks charge you 1,200, $6,000 to tell you some shit that you can watch on YouTube, and then they can't even have the common decency to do follow-ups with these people for this money. Yo, we used to call it a finesse game in the street. And more people that were a part of the finesse game just know this. They don't finesse long. Down for this long. Now they'll touch you up out here, boy. You down my way tonight, baby? What's up, Total Hotshot Solution? THS, man. King TT, what's up, bro? Just came to bring y'all a few things to just look at to keep in mind when you talk about expanding a company, especially from a one truck operation. When you go into the scaling aspect of it, that's a little bit different. Usually, scaling comes after there's so much experience, so much credit behind it, so many inspections, and maybe 2, 3 years in the game, and you like scale. I ain't talking about expand. I'm talking about scale. Like you go buy 5 of them right quick, and you go do that for 6 months, and go buy 5 more of them right quick, and you do that for 6 months and buy 5 more of them. That's scaling. But when I say expanding, going from one truck to two truck to three truck to four truck to five truck, however you choose to do it, just know that the future of your company lies in the people that you putting this trust in, whether it be an employee that you might have to keep motivated every day, whether it's an owner operator, it's all about a mindset. You know what I'm saying? When you hiring, when you firing, it come down to a mindset. You know what I mean? And what you see in the individual. And one of the biggest things you can do to breed productivity in these people is being able to train them. And one of the biggest ways of being able to train somebody is to know the job. Everybody want to hire somebody. Everybody want to be the boss, but everybody don't want to learn the job. So I suggest if you're gonna add on, get your 10,000 hours in. Fall on your ass a little bit. Get back up, dust yourself off. Fall on your ass a couple more times. But you be the one to fall on your ass. Don't let these folk come out here and fall on their ass 1,000 times on your number, and then you can't get no money, and then these folk be to ease right on off. And now I got my own authority. See, that one thing you gotta understand when you look at and see. And I'm gonna say this by videos and real life and all that. Most folks ain't got no integrity. Most folks ain't got no real loyalty. Most people, when they come out and they lease on to somebody, they could be on YouTube doing videos. I leased on. They stay with them people a month and a half, realize, you know what I'm saying? I could probably do this. I think I got it. It's pretty easy. Not the fact that they wasn't making no money with the people, because especially if they was on YouTube, they was showing you exactly how much balling they was doing with the money they was making with the people. So we know that ain't the problem. It ain't the problem that the folk can't keep them loaded, and it ain't the problem that you just dying off to get a authority or something like that. No, you came in straight ill hustle and jack game from these people when they made a way for you to make a living. Probably didn't even give them no notice and just caught out on them, left the insurance hanging, all type of shit. A lot of folks leave right, don't leave right, but get what? That person that leased you on 3 months ago had no fucking idea that he was putting you on his insurance policy, putting a year worth of insurance on your damn truck and making that shit split up all the money just for you to leave in 3 months and start the hiring process over. If you say he knew it, you a fucking lie, because ain't nobody doing it in business to get themselves a stroke in business for to be up and down with them bills. Because get what? When you left that man, whoever he was, if he was treating you right and you were getting all your money, you were getting loaded like you were supposed to, get what? When you left him, his insurance changed forever. His insurance never went back to what it was before he seen your stinking ass. You hurt that man and continually hurting that man every day after you leave until he finds somebody else that probably gonna do the same shit to him. There ain't no loyalty. Ain't nobody got no loyalty in this shit. To the point where, man, shout out Chicago K. Been with the company since 2019, and get what? I'm finna put him in an 18 wheeler. Get what? Cause he kept 100. He been below the Noble Enterprise. In the good, the bad, the indifferent. Get what? He ain't never changing. Neither have I. That's why I say I handpick people. Shit ain't no fluke. Instead of trusting the livelihood and the future of your family to motherfuckers off the street. And wonder why shit don't never end in nothing but catastrophe. And people don't work as hard as you. Cause they ain't supposed to. That ain't they shit. Just imagine how you feel if you were going to a job and they had you get in a truck, drive cross country, try and pay you as little as they probably can. Might try and pay you the most they can. But get what? Every time you look around, it's a complaint. You're late. You're running late. It's doing this. It's doing that. Send me this. Send me that. Man, I need this. You the one out here washing your ass in the truck, stopping, sleeping in the truck, stopping, yada, yada, yada. Get what that driver going to say, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Might tell you come find your truck. Hmm. That's why I know these folks did Lord. It to the point where that's just the game. These folks ain't your friend. I keep telling you, it business. It's strictly business. And get what? If a better deal come up for that guy, get what? Your best friend can have a high shot company and see your driver doing real good with you and give him another 150, $200 a week just to come on right on over there. And get what? It might not even be a friend, just be something on the internet that say, we pay this much. We pay this much more than where you at. Scotch off on your ass. Gone like yesterday. But them four lows still on your truck. Oh, and that one of the big things I also could say about the transition. Most definitely, if you're gonna do non-CDL hot shot, go into a CDL hot shot, slide into the semi, whatever you are trying to be a boss man over. Let's just say you got non-CDL hot shots and you still non-CDL, but you got a partner that got his CDL. He want to come in with a dually 40-foot trailer. In your mind, it sounds like he gonna make more money. He can carry more weight, all that good stuff right there. Get what? Even if you go buy a dually, put somebody in it, 40 foot, I have a partner that happened to. Get what? It's a real problem if you got some property that you own that you can't use. Now you can go buy the dually. Yeah, rated 14,000. You put a portion plate on it, really a commercial vehicle, even without a trailer on it. It's like a bobtail semi. But okay, that's cool. You drive home from the dealership, you get a portion plate, you go get a tag, and you sneak it back to the house. That's cool. But what about when the driver tell you, hey man, I'm done. I am going home. I got my bus ticket. I'm at the bus station. Your truck over there across town at the love, it locked up. You kiss my ass and go to hell. Now you got to get on an airplane and you got to pay somebody to go with you that got a CDL. So you can get your own damn truck back. That makes no sense. And it also makes your insurance on that truck higher. Simple fact that everybody involved with that truck, that name on the policy, doesn't have a license to operate that. Get what? Your insurance higher when you're non-CDL than when you're CDL. Don't tell nobody I told you. Don't you know it's a slight discount on a commercial pilot for having a CDL, especially one with some experience? I ain't gonna give y'all. I'm finna go. I'm finna go. I'm on my 10 hour. I'm gonna take my 10 hour. I gave y'all about 71 minutes, about an hour, 15 minutes of that 10 hours. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. If you haven't, throw me a like in there. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to press the like button. If you get out of here, if you jump out of this screen, slide it down to the bottom of your phone and press share. Share it. Because this gonna help somebody not mess your life up, not mess my life up. Because the more people that know what we know, and the more people that understand, like I said, the truck make the rate. Fuck hate and mammoth. But a lot of things that go in between the truck making the rate and the piece of paper saying I got my authority. They're gonna make a success or a failure out of it. And expanding, going up is one of them things we all want to do over a period of time. Hey, but it always gotta come in the right time. Time over everything. Timing over everything. Y'all think I took some piano lessons in my life? Nope. Y'all think I took some trucking lessons in my life? Oh, my fault. I ain't had no money for the damn piano lesson. It called application, perseverance, determination to learn what you didn't know yesterday. I calculated one time, I was younger. I probably like 19, 20 years old. And I had said I'm an egghead on the math. So I sat there and said, man, I done did 190. No, I'm lying. 120,000 hours sitting in front of a piano. And I gotta say, for real, about 10,000 of them hours, I had absolutely no idea what I would do. I tried the first 10,000 hours, I really would figure, ooh, it's a whole lot of figuring out. And hysterical TV, I know you on here, big homie. You know what I'm saying? You play too. You know one thing. That one of them never ending journeys right there. There's 144,000 possible combinations on that thing. And I sat there and learned all of them motherfuckers, yo. I think Hysterical hollered at me on a 1 hour consultation the other day. He was like, "What's your favorite key to play in? Whatever key they singing in." Pretty much. Whatever key they singing in. That's my favorite key to play in. Whatever make it sound right. That's what we doing. Whatever make it make sense. That's what we doing. And like it trucking out. If it don't make sense, we ain't doing it. So get what, man. Like I said, man, y'all stay encouraged. I'm glad y'all was able to come up in here and just kick with me for a little while. Hopefully, I was able to help some people, man, with the expansion game. A couple more avenues to think about, a couple more, perspectives to have as a owner. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the future of what you built is not up for grabs, man. You gotta understand it. You gotta keep the future of what you built secure and protect it. And even if you can't protect it, you at least gotta surround it and cushion it. So when stuff happen, you'll be able to bounce back without already being on your last leg, man. You got one inspection, two inspection, five inspection, seven inspection, and you finna add a truck, a driver, which is an anomaly that you never know what's gonna happen until it happens. You need to have quite a few inspection because he might have a bumpy first month. He might go out there 4 weeks in a row and get four bad ones. And like I said, the Department of Public Safety, them folks don't owe you no explanation about why they pull you over. Go back and watch the video where I told y'all, boy, when they got me on the right before the last safety audit, and I was driving from New Jersey to Mobile, Alabama. New Jersey to Mobile, Alabama on one man, when the folks pulled me over, I had been driving like 26 hours already non-stop. I can say it. The investigation done. Every violation have been handmade, done, paid for, and gone by my business on it. And they'll fall out when it fall out. But yeah, September 2019, I think that when that was. And get what? 2:30 in the morning. They sitting in the median, lights off. I ride by, not a care in the world. They didn't jump out. I looked back in the rearview mirror about a half mile after I passed him. Lights just popped on. I guess he had an inkling. He was like, "Let me check on that dude." And the only thing he wanted to see when he came to my door at 2:30 in the morning, "Can I see your logbook, sir?" Huh? Oh, what had happened was D right here ain't the right one, but the right one in here. But what had happened was I fucked around and got on the wrong one by accident, and man, I'm sorry. I ain't even do all that. I just told you like this, bro. They are not right. These laws so wrong. They so bad. He was like, "Oh man, it can't be too bad. Just let me just let me just see them." I was like, "Man, you see them if you want to. Here you go." Man, that man looked down at my law book and looked back at the door. You please step out of the vehicle, sir. I'm like, no, Lord Jesus, no, Lord. That has started, Lord. 2:30 in the morning in the middle of nowhere, black dog. Step out of the vehicle, sir. Jesus, that has started. I see this shit on video free. Oh, Lord Jesus. I know it ain't going down like this with me. I know I ain't finna be the next Mike, but Lord Jesus. I'm 2:30 in the morning, man. And on my mama, that dude scared the living shit out of me on the side of that highway because he had a notepad in his hand. He was writing some stuff down, and we were talking and yada yada yada. And he went to walk around the vehicle and stuck the notepad in his back pocket and forgot he did it. Man, come back around to the truck. He talking to me. He just chilling. He basically talked to me about, you know what I'm saying? I got it, pretty much. I was like, man, I know you got to do your job. And the man messing around with his pocket and stuff. And then all of a sudden, he get to patting around that way. Man, I'm in the truck then laid all the way across the seat. Like, I swear to God, I ain't did that. Please don't kill me. What you reaching like that for? He's like, what you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? I said, man, don't be out here reaching like that at 2:30 in the morning. Black dog out here, man. You reaching all around your back and shit. Hey, man. Real talk. And like I'm to be honest with you, police done beat me all the way down to my draw before in real life. Don't tell me about no story, no trapping police interaction over through the years and stuff. They for whoop my ass on several occasions. Damn near killed me twice. So get what you don't tell me what the police do and don't do and how they protect and serve and this love. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, the fuck it ain't. I had an OJ Simpson throwback jersey, y'all, by 2007. Get what? I had to give it to my mama and just start wearing it. Every time I wore that OJ Simpson throwback, you would think I killed Nicole Brown Simpson or somebody, because they were on my ass. Them folks had little boot prints and everything in my goddamn OJ Simpson throwback out there on I-55, beat me all down in the traffic, throw me out in traffic and everything by a little fucking ass piece of grass, and they still didn't get it. Way back old fast. You don't tell me. I stay out their way, y'all. So like I said, the best way to stay out their way and keep your nose clean, build a little many space you can, and have a blessed life. Cause these folks are not your friend. And I'm gonna say that about everybody in trucking that ain't affiliated with you and your company and what you got going on in your goal. These folks are not your fucking friends. They not. If they don't contribute to the end game, whether it be family, whether it be society, whether it be your girl, all that shit. Get what? When you focus on the goal, if the shit don't go toward that, you gotta move it out the way, look the other way, and just keep on going. Because get what? Any distraction that take you out of the realm of having blinders on. I tell you, I got blinders on. I can see shit. I can see shit way out here. But this little bullshit right over here, man, this folk kiss my ass. For real. Ain't nothing antisocial about it. It ain't what I'm doing. It just ain't what I'm doing. And that's how you gotta be. Certain stuff, it just ain't what you doing. First, certain stuff folk got going on don't coincide with what you got going on. It ain't what you doing. So get what? I encourage everybody, just like I said, build your company before you expand your company. Build your company before you expand your company. Know what it is to do a whole year and send in some tax returns and be a business for real before you just try and make the motherfucker go kablooey. Become a business, grow the business, then you can be the business. You feel me? By that time, if he do flip your truck, credit, this, that, and stuff be so good, trade line be so right, get where you fight a son, bitch, keep on trucking. Because you know your safety score good, your money right, and get what? He was an experiment. Just like any other new hire. Experiment. Had got the bank account stuff set up like talk about that, man. Mo definitely going. Hey, over the road, Jay. Yeah, over the road, Jay did a consultation. He said he had a consultation with me last week. He got the bank account stuff set up like we talked about with the Navy Federal Credit Union. Mo Def gonna book another one soon. You already know it. It did jail coverage. It might be. I don't know. I don't know. I just be enjoying myself. Yeah, I really do. If Armor Water want buy the armor, won't send me a little check or something, or won't say something to me about something, y'all do that. Buy the armor. Trucking like we trapping. But yeah, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. We've been here for a while. Y'all hanging on in there. I'm talking about y'all hanging in there, man. And I appreciate y'all just being willing to receive what I'm putting down, man. It's just something to help y'all and something for you to ponder and think about. It might not help you right now, but if you're on the journey to do some things in this truck and it's gonna come up, you might have to come back to this video in a year from now or something like that. But I just want to be of a service for somebody. Hopefully, I'm helping you where you are today and where you're gonna be at tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a blessing to have y'all in here, and I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. But like I said, it's always good to have fun. You know, always good to share some smiles and some comedy in life because life is a trip, and then you die. What you do during the trip might just determine a lot. I'ma holler at y'all. Finna get my little rest. Jump in the sleeper. Got me some pizza back there. Hit the microwave. Bam, 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 bam. And get on down. Get ready to get up in the morning. Drop these crane mats. Hit me another one going back to Mississippi. And grab me one in Kosciuszko, Mississippi. Head to Montgomery, Alabama. Three-peat. I want y'all to stay encouraged. Stay motivated. And stay understanding that can't nobody hustle this shit like you. I don't give a damn how fast you want to go. I should have listened to you back then, man. Had a few trucks that owned on the road, and boom, an engine blew, and overnight the business changed. Veteran on the road, bro. You know it's all love with me, bro. We had some differences of opinion over the years about business structure and different things, banking and all this stuff, bro. But I got love for you, man. Like real talk, I got love for you because we doing the same thing. We got the same struggle. We just go at it about a different way, and difference of opinion between men should never be no reason to just fall all the way out. You think how you think, I think how I think, and whatever happened in the end happened. But at the end of the day, both of us got to go through what we got to go through to reach the conclusion whether it was good, bad, and different. And then you still can't trade nothing for it in the end, bro, because it was all a learning experience. It's some stuff that I used to say in the video. I told you, you bet not do. It's some stuff that I learned. I bet not do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made the channel. Because when I learned some stuff, the reason why I bet not do it because it could cost me everything. It changed my whole economic structure of my business. It made me do some things I really don't want to have to do with the bank and put me in some weird positions. But like I said, it's all love, veteran over the road trucker. I got plenty more respect for you. Love them graphics on that truck, man. Seen you on Instagram and everything. And like I said, we will always be 100, bro, because we fighting the same fight every day out here. You know what I'm saying? I got real love for this shit. Like this trucking shit in my heart. That shit transcend race and creed and color and all that. But I don't see none of that shit. I don't see nothing but a dollar and how to help somebody get one, maintain one, bring it on to the house, and then certain stuff gonna happen. That trucking, bro, you had engine blow, stuff like that, bro. Like I said, it happen. It happened to the best of us. It's all about the bounce back. I see you ain't went nowhere. I see you back doing what you been doing. I see ain't too much change. You just had to restructure. You just had to do some adjustment, and you had to make some consideration. And then you had to look at it and be like, that's something I bet not do no more. Cause I don't know how many times I can really take that happening. You know what I'm saying? As far as even with the equipment, drivers, our company, all that, bro. So like I said, all love, ain't never no problem. Shoot, you come here, it's the haven, bro. That's what it is. It's a haven for people that do trucking and hot shotting and stuff like that. And that's square business right there for real, from me to you. And that's just like ain't nobody here. It's just like me and Veteran on the road. We right here talking to each other. I'm talking to you, Veteran on the road. Love you, bro. For real. Anybody that know what it is to fight this fight, I got love for them. Cause it was a whole lot of days you got up, and it just didn't seem to make sense. But you knew one thing: if you keep pushing, these numbers keep overlapping, the overlap occur, and you see daylight again. It all makes sense in the end. They call that faith and determination and believing in yourself, bro. So that's what I want you to do. Continue to believe in yourself and just keep on knowing that when stuff be happening, ain't nothing but a test of your character and your intestinal fortitude to stay in it to win it, to stay on the grind all the time. And that's for all y'all. It's gonna be some stuff that get in your way so bad just trying to start the company up where you gonna be looking like, man, this shit impossible. You ain't even ran a load yet. You ain't even paid the down payment on the insurance yet. You just trying to get paperwork going on. This shit is killing you. That I I, I got love for you. Cause it's the same thing everybody gotta do. That's the same road everybody travel on. And it's the same road that a lot of folk go on when they ain't got no type of guidance or nothing like that. 1 hour consultation, $100. $ JBUTLER 357. Leave your number in the four line, and when you see the thumbs up, I will be calling you. Just know it is a line most of the time. So if you send me your number, I might not call you today, or it may be tomorrow. But at the same time, when you see the thumbs up back in your cash app as a reply, just know you will hear from me. I ain't running off with nothing, and get what I'm giving you everything you paid for and some more. That's real, cause like I said, it's a whole lot of videos I can't make. Y'all wish I probably wish I could make them, but yeah, well, I just ain't gonna make them, cause that shit police. You know what I'm saying? That shit policing. That shit ain't cool. Owner operator, veteran over the road, same being the model as always. I'm gonna have one driver though, but I ain't really hiring him as a driver because he already in the company. He just moving up with the CDL to the big rig. That Chicago came. Everybody else owner operator. Got one in San Antonio. Got one coming soon to Jackson next week. And like I said, cocaine in the truck with the black hood on it. So you know what I'm saying. I'm in the Peterbilt, so that four on the go. That four on the go, and like I said, same thing with the Hotshot, man. I had one drive one time. He really wasn't hired in, but I trained him and everything, hired him in and everything, had drive. And everybody else has been on operate. Chicago came, Mississippi Black, Warren, Terry, Chris. All the folks have been on the operator. So, that's just how I rock. Like a lot of people can't see the sense in it because they be like, well, bro, you ain't charging no number 15%, you ain't make number 15% off the truck, yada yada yada. But that 15% profit was zero D's. I get it. They got a fuel card and they paid it out or whatever, but yeah, man. God, yeah, I read it. Man, I think, man, I ain't gonna lie, I can't get rid of the image of that damn graphic on the side of your truck or veteran over the road. Is that a whole wrap or they just put the wrap across the side? Or how did that work? 'Cause that shit look like airbrush. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, y'all go check out VOTR veteran over the road trucking Instagram. That boy got sexy. I think that's a 5500. You got a real sexy 5500. I think bro still got that. You still got that 3500 that you had put the motor in it. I think you had put the motor in it. That boy got a 5500 with the wide axle in the front of that thing sitting like a bulldog. Y'all go check him out. Good guy. Leasing on the ops, man. That's pretty much it. When I've been here, oof, 90 minutes. Get into some of these pickups don't last, man. Yeah, me and All Mile Matter call it the 150 mile and 150K blues, 150,000 miles blues, man. Usually that's when stuff starts happening. It usually ain't even the engine. That's the killing part about it. That's why I ain't no big fan of the DEF system and the SCI and all that shit on these truck cars. They usually be the problem that leave you damn near on the side of the road when the motor is perfectly fine. Motor, transmission, rear end, tip top condition. You got a bad doser valve or a DEF injector or a DEF pump don't want to work right. Now you on the side of the road in Arizona or in New Mexico somewhere, 130 degrees outside, and you can't do nothing but idle the truck or go 5 miles an hour. I I understand the environment. I love the earth, yeah, whatever. But I'm just saying, bro, like my personal safety in this truck. Man, fuck them emissions. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. When it comes to my personal safety, I'm finna drive to Seattle, watch some side up mountain somewhere in the freezing cold, and that thing saying death, C dealership, D rate, in 200 miles to 5 miles an hour. Man, nobody got time in that, man. Yeah, it's a 5500 and a 4500. Yeah, it's a nice truck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that nice. What engine do you recommend for a semi truck? I'm shopping for a semi truck now. Older truck, Detroit 60 series, 12.7. Newer truck, Cummins. Um, damn, I want to do a whole nother live on that right there. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do y'all a live on them semi motor for real. He said he liked the C15 and the Detroit DD15, but he got no experience with semi. DD15 is a really good engine. Be honest with you. That Detroit, that's the newer version. It has absolutely nothing in common with a 14.1 or a 12.7, but Detroit being Detroit, they make good damn motor. I ain't gonna lie, man. The DD13 is a good motor. DD15 is a good engine. C15, if you gonna get a C15, two things I kind of recommend on that C15. find you a 3406E or either C-15 with a single turbo on it. And far as serial number, nothing BSX, MSX, none of that stuff like that with that C15, cause that gonna be twin turbo. We don't don't do that because it ain't just compound turbos. You got Jake houses, then you got IVA houses that ain't normally there, and what they call VVA houses that ain't normally there. There's more shit to go out, bro, and then more heat soak on the motor. So if you like C15, single turbo, not converted, but a real single turbo C15 or a 3406E model Caterpillar would be really good. Single turbo. Like I said, don't get the one that somebody converted from a dual to a single because that's right there is kind of iffy because converting it from a dual to a single, you know what I'm saying? Really, you need to X out all the IVA, VVA, far as the hardware and the software and all that stuff, and kind of reprogram it back to a la 6NZ type of program. You feel me? But yeah, it's a different, it's a different in that C and that C dash. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that very know the road. Cause it's a big thing. And then like even with like DD15 and more so Cummins, like Cummins ISX 15s, ISX older ISBs, not so much, but like ISX 15s, y'all, and motors like that, the Endurance series, the Mission series, or the Performance series of that engine, it's the same engine. It's just different calibrations on the computer. But one major downfall in a Cummins engine. And this is for you guys that are looking for your first truck. You're gonna be looking not for a brand new truck, more of a later model used truck. uh Something I need to say about a Cummins engine, and it's not a bad thing, it's just a thing. And it's the exact same problem that LS 536062 uh 6.0, same thing that happens to those engines in a gas vehicle is the same thing that happens with that Cummins at around 600,000 miles, 650,000 miles. So you know you need to be looking for that if you're buying a truck around that mileage. The major thing you want to go in and correct is the oil pump pickup O-ring. 3406E. Yep, veteran on the road, 3406E. That was C15, 4C15 with C15. Okay, so man, what I was talking about. I just got out throw it off on that. Oh, the DD15. Okay, around 650,000 miles. What you want to look at is not so much as what the oil pressure is, because any engine with 700,000 miles probably ain't gonna have 50, 60, 70 pounds of oil pressure at idle. Now, it's gonna be a normal like 30, 35 pounds of oil pressure, 40 pounds of oil pressure at idle, something like that. But over the course of time, just from heat cycles and age, the O-ring on the oil pump pickup starts to degrade. Sometimes it shrinks, sometimes it cracks, sometimes it just breaks and falls off. And what occurs is your oil pump pickup tube that sucks the oil out of the bottom of the oil pan and feeds the oil pump that feeds your engine begins to work like a straw with a hole in it. So if you've ever had a drink, fountain drink or something like that, and your straw had a split in the side, you know you wasn't getting the proper flow. You were sucking a lot of air, sucking air into the engine, sucking air into the oil when there's supposed to be nothing but oil, and you got spaces and gaps of air in there. You can see how that oil pressure wouldn't be where it should be. And there are some instances of slight to severe oil starvation because of this, which wipes out your rod, main bearings, both of those expensive ass camshafts on the top of that engine, all your followers, your lifter buckets, and things like that. And then time for a rebuild. So if you even buying one that's 6, 7, 800,000 miles. They need to be able to show you where they did that, and you need to have some decent oil pressure that coincides with them saying they did that work. And that's one of the biggest things with a DD. That 13, 15, whatever, IS6, you know what I'm saying? DD, not so much. Like I say, it's a little bit less prevalent, but that part is there. That O-ring is on that engine too. But Cummins seems to have the most issue with that around 600 some thousand miles. And just like I said, you buying something like a Peterbilt or a Kenworth, you want to put a long hood truck, you might want a brand new one, just about the best engine. The only option that you probably have, unless it's a glider, is a Packard or a Cummins. And in my opinion, I'm gonna get the Cummins and roll out with it. You know, but like I said, it's been cool. I'm gonna come and do a video on a plethora of engines. Just basically, hey man, not trying to advertise on the line, but I'm looking to lease someone onto my authority. I have a 40 foot, 40K gross vehicle weight max D that they can use. 15% gross. Must be a class A though, if you know anyone. Hey, anybody, hey, veteran on the road, put your contact email up in there, bro, so they can see it in there. I say it right quick when you put it up there. Hell yeah, I'll try to help you find somebody. Shit. It's just like this with me, bro. It by business. It by keeping the 100, by keeping your integrity. And you keep your integrity. One thing about it, when you feel a certain kind of way, I do know this about you. You stand on it. I respect that shit. 'Cause I feel a certain kind of way. I will stand on it. And we ain't gonna never argue about it. We can discuss, agree, disagree, and keep on going. But I respect that. When a man feels a certain kind of way, he just goddamn it feel like that. I just shit. I'm that type of dude, man. I feel a certain kind of way, man. Till y'all show me some other kind of way that work better than the way I feel. It is what it is with me. No, I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. I like that. You think I feel growing up around killers and murders, thieves, and all that stuff like that? You think we always got along? You think we always saw eye to eye? No, we some grown men. We agree, disagree, keep on going. Get where your business don't affect what I'm doing over here. What I'm fixing over here don't affect what you doing over there. So we all can be friends. So okay, I love it. Like I said, man, y'all be blessed. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the live. Hey, man, always good to see y'all again. I hope I was able to help somebody. And y'all have a great night. Be productive tomorrow. Get up, do something, figure out something you didn't know yesterday. If it's something that you've been wondering about and you want to know, I mean, hey, if you feel like you want to, hit me up on a 1 hour consultation. Like I said, $ JBUTLER 357, whatever the problem is. Hey man, it's all good. Very on the road truck, all love, bro, all love. That's a man. One more time, y'all go check out Very on the road on Instagram, and that might be a way for you to actually get in contact with him on a DM. Hell yeah, I forgot about your DM. Yeah, hey, bro, I'm sorry, I ain't the most tech savvy man. I don't care. Hey, Velvet on Road, put your email in the comment right quick for before I cut this out so they get a chance to get it screenshotted or whatever if they interested in that trailer or lease it on type situation. Because a lot of people got a truck and that'd be the missing piece because a lot of people don't understand. You can have 800 credit score and they never did no commercial loans or lending or nothing like that. That trailer is gonna be commercial, regardless of what you say. They ain't gonna want it. They ain't gonna want to finance to you without signing your name. And then a lot of time you need have well over the half of the amount for to get it. What you got under the hood? Cat C15. I got 34.6E. It's not quite a C15, but at the same time, it is what you basically know as a C15. Most people C15, you will look at a single turbo, 15 liter, it's a C15. Well, yeah, it's a 34.6E. It's prefixes on the serial number predate C15 or C-15. And then you got 34.6 C model. Veterans OTR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And appreciate the super chat. Somebody did that. Keep it moving, transportation. Hey, hold up. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Hey, keep it moving. I'm gonna shout you out before I get out of here. Keep it moving. See, a lot of folks don't know. There's a lot of stuff when you get in the industry that folk can't tell you till you really experience. Very know the road truck. I believe he can testify to that too. It's certain stuff people can't tell you. Got to experience it, then you know. Like ain't nobody got to tell you nothing behind that. Keep moving transportation, bro. I really want to commend you because believe it or not, I can see exactly what you're doing, bro. I see that consistent and normal steady going across there, bro. I see you doing what you supposed to be doing every time, bro. Like your shit so consistent, boy. It's borderline scary. It's consistent. I'm talking about real consistent. Well, you remind me of me for real, bro. Like on some real shit. You really, really, really understand. Keep doing what you doing, man. For real. Fuck ahead of it, man. You keep doing what you doing. For real. If all y'all on the video wonder how I know what I know, don't worry about how I know how I know. I do not talk to him on the phone. Don't worry about how I know. Just know I know that boy out there kicking ass. So live. Boy out there kicking ass. Continue to do it. Peace and love on there, bro, and keep on keeping on. For real, for real. Whatever I can do to help, boy. Hey, I'm out here, man. For real, for real. But yeah, I like give people they flower when they can smell them. And keep moving transportation has indeed been keeping it fucking moving. Sure have. Shout out, my dog. Shout out. For real. Well, it's been great. It's been fun. I appreciate everybody for hanging. The key transportation trying to hit the scene. Best advice to give. The key trying to hit the scene. Best advice to give. My best advice to anybody about to start this: take your eyes off the money and look at the work. Cause it's all the stuff that behind the scenes, all the stuff in the office, all the stuff that's happening on the phone that ain't really got nothing to do with you picking the load up, strapping it down, and getting it where it got to go. But all this stuff got to happen so you can go pick the load up, strap it down, get it where it need to go. Learn the job. Damn what they still talking about this money. This is a 70, 80 billion dollar industry. The money gonna be out here whether you come out here next week, next month, or next year. Learn the job. You get me? Lord, bro. I appreciate that. Now you know what I'm finna do with that money, veteran over the road. That money going to feed the homeless. I'm thinking I'm doing this Saturday, bro. My wife got sick last weekend, y'all. I had did live with y'all and stuff, but y'all know my wife be having seizures and stuff. And I wanted to come out Saturday and do it, but she got real sick, man. And like I say, eh, ain't no excuses to be made, but I'm gonna do it. Um, Probably this weekend, Lord say the same. Don't that crazy happen. But yeah, y'all keep my family in your prayer, man. I'm trying to make a living, you know what I'm saying, and try and support my family while out here trying to make a living, help support y'all family. Because what I'm doing right here, support what you trying to do, which get you where you trying to go, will help put food on your family table. I ain't come out here to get no money from nobody. I don't know scheming and scam and whatever not is and God is that and this and that and the other. Yeah, keep it moving. Yeah, we had talked about that on the consultation one time. You had got that little issue out of the way. Boy, you been scratching off on the ass ever since. Skrt, skrt. And I love that. I love that because people willing to see what's up and see what the deal is. And a lot of times you realize I'm the only one can change it. It ain't gonna happen if I don't do it. So get what? I gotta do it. But it takes sometimes some reiteration of what it is, and then you be wanting confirmation by certain stuff that you might not know. You just really been rolling around in your head with it, and you can't bounce it off yourself. But yeah, I'm finna buy some sandwiches and everything. Veteran over the road when we feed these folk, bro. That $100, that whole $100, that sandwich, that probably be like 90, probably 85 sandwiches right there, bro. For real. So I appreciate you because you fed somebody that wasn't gonna eat. Whenever we do it, they probably wasn't gonna eat that day. So that one thing we do on the channel, all them super chat, the 1 hour consultation. I keep telling you, for I make my money off trucking. I make my money off trucking, just like when I was trapping. I make my money off trapping. When I come out and give away food for Thanksgiving, Christmas, put on teen summits and feed everybody and do all that stuff when I was trapping in the street, guess what? I make my money trapping. That extra. That the extra. So get what we gonna do with the extra now. Keep on helping the folks like I've been doing. And get what? I appreciate y'all being super duper assistants in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all help make it bigger than it would have been if it was just me by myself. So y'all love on that. Very on the road. I appreciate you. Uh appreciate all the guys, man. Appreciate all y'all on here, man. Keep moving transportation, tenor from the bottom of my heart, bro. I appreciate all y'all, man. Tell y'all out there, get it. Tell your wife. I said, what's up, man? Tell the guy a real ride or die lady out there with him. She don't play. She be keeping that son of a bitch in line. Keep his ass in line out there. Let that son of a bitch. She ain't gonna let Tillum not work out. He gonna get it. He got to get it. He got to get it. She ain't himself nothing else. His ass wanna come home, he better get that work in. And that's how I feel when I come out here. I don't feel like I did nothing if I ain't bring no money back to the house, to my wife, my kids, and keep this stuff going and make everything be like it supposed to be. Feel like I might have failed. 717. So you got a CDL permit. Are you hiring non-CDL drivers? I think that probably be for somebody else up in here. Uh, but yeah, might be for veteran on the road. I think veteran on the road said they gotta have a class A. On my end, they pretty much gotta have class A, but I ain't really hiring nobody else to probably. I mean, just bringing on the owner operator, train nobody or none of that to probably by June, July, or some shit like that. After the next person that I do come in and get them everything done with them. Uh, Basically, if everybody ain't got their ass in gear by February and they ain't on the number and everything where it's supposed to be, the equipment in order and everything by February, they don't work here. They don't work here. They work somewhere else. I don't know where they work, but they don't work here. I got some hard deadlines on some stuff that don't take long as it take, but at the same time, give everybody some leeway, do what they do, and everything cool. But I got another owner operator after the Western Star, not the Western Star owner operator, but I have another owner operator after the Western Star. He got a deadline, and at the same time, they had him a nice little strong deadline for about 4, 5 months. You know what I'm saying, on what they supposed to be doing. So he probably watching the video right now. Look forward to hearing from you. See what the progress is. February the 1st, I'm scotching off. I ain't waiting on damn motherfucker. Nope, not one. Not on one. So, hey, blessings on that. Good luck on that. Prosperity and Godspeed on doing what you got to do. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all love on my end. Ain't nothing shady or nothing about this. What I'm saying. The person that might be needing to hear this, they might be on this video February the 1st. Have your shit together. Peace, love. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all already know what I say about a hater and man. Y'all keep that thing between the mayonnaise and the mustard. So.